One of the things I noticed is how hard it is to get up the front here because there's so many people you can't find your way around the tables. One correction is, actually it wasn't 1990, it was 1980 that we began. And you look back 32 years and you think, that's a long time. And it certainly is a long time. And it, you know, when I see what Lorraine's is today, and what it needs to be, and is, compare that to how we started with about 10 people who said, we're going to provide some food for some really unfortunate people in Chicopee in 1980. It's like we were the Wright brothers, and today's the inventors of the largest airplanes in the world. In 1988, I left the Board of Chief. I was getting toward the end of my pastorate at the Tetherly Church in Chicopee. But the thing is, I saw it was in good hands, and I moved on to some other things. And when I see Paul Sampson here, who was also one of the original board members, and still active, I'm just very humbled. And I'm humbled by so many other people who have contributed enormous amounts of their time and money to keep this thing going. The board, after I left, established the first soup kitchen, and I have had some active involvement as a volunteer with that, and I have contributed some money from time to time. A friend of mine has a pear tree that he doesn't worry too much about or care too much about, so I go and strip it and bring most of the pears to Lorraine's, do little things here and there. And we held a fundraiser for, well, an event, I would say, for District Attorney candidate Michael Kogert last year, and that was, you know, at the grace of Lorraine's, and we appreciate that. I like to find what needs to be done that isn't being done and get something started. I guess that's who I am. Every agency serving the 1/6 of our citizens in this country who are poor is very stressed, obviously, including Lorraine's. In fact, when you think about that 1/6 of us are poor, the other 5/6 have to make up the difference. That's an incredible thought, isn't it? That's an incredible thought. Lorraine's is not just a good project, it's a project that needs to happen. And I believe it is recognized that it needs to happen. And I believe that people are responding to that need in so many ways to keep this going. And as a citizen of our city, I will continue to help even as I realize the organization is well run and it is supported. This year's award goes to the Chicopee Public School System. Over the past 5 years, the Chicopee Public Schools have raised over $50,000 as well. Yeah. As well as contributed over 40,000 pounds or 20 tons of food to the pantry. The spirit and enthusiasm they've generated in their own fundraising events, participation in Lorraine's events, and community service on a regular basis is very exemplary. And it's especially gratifying to me to be able to give this award as a former member of the Chicopee School Committee. Alvin Morton, Assistant Superintendent for Student Support Services. Oh, he's not. Oh, David Gilbert.
Accepting the award is an esteemed educator who just recently retired from the Chicopee Public Schools, the one and only Mr. David Gilrain.